guys, follow me on Instagram to never ever miss any of my crazy updates. Air conditioning off, which is like the traction control, and yeah, off we go. So now we're driving the manual, and trust me, the manual feels so much more alive because yes, I am way better than Renault's Datsun's I'm way better than Datsun's AMT gearbox in making shifts, because you know there is no hitting the wall wala feeling right now, because honestly I do a much better job of shifting gears, and honestly this car feels way different and way better now thanks to the manual gearbox. Now the gearbox isn't the slickest around, but it is so much better than the AMT. The clutch is on the lighter side and you have to push the gear lever a bit at certain times, but for the most part I would say that gear shifts are quite smooth and easy, and the clutch being light overall gives it a very nice and easy to drive feel, especially in the city. Yeah, I feel there is some chewing gum stuck. Did you put your chewing gum inside this? I've told you not to spit your chewing gum inside the gear lever.
Faisal Khan, so don't expect any crap.
See this? You can. Is that your boomer? Wrigley's.
Shut up.
Wrigley's.
Shut up.
No, which one then? Mentos. Mentos is not a chewing gum, but something is there stuck inside. But I think that's a trait with many cars. However, a Japanese car having this chewing gum in the gearbox, not expected Fiats, well, you can pardon them. Right now at idle, I feel the vibes are slightly lesser in this car compared to the AMT. I don't know how that's possible, but yeah, slightly lesser vibes here, but still there are a lot of vibes. Nothing as much as that one though, or that one either. Alright, here we are in first gear, revving the motor. Not really, because here we go. Now when you don't drive it with hard throttle or on part throttle, everything feels so much better. Definitely the motor feels smoother and more refined, and it's when you whack open the throttle you realize that in the mid-range there's some flat spot, but the motor likes to rev somehow, and this having a tachometer you can see the revs as well. So right now as I inch towards its red line, which happens to be only 5000 rpm. Oh, this is a petrol, not a diesel. Why is it redlining so low? Well, because that's how Datsun has set it up. Maybe for fuel economy here, which happens to be around 23 kilometers per litre as per ARAI. The motor does feel quite eager when you compare it to its 800cc counterpart, and there is no longer the feel that, oh, will it make the overtake or not, because over here you whack open the throttle, it does progress. Yeah, progress is slow, but compared to a 1 litre engine, definitely it's a really nice motor. Could have done with drastically more refinement though. Alright, it's revving till 5500 rpm. That is the torque steer on offer, rather wheel spin, and this engine is a 1 litre unit which produces 68 horsepower and 91 newton meters of torque. Now the problem here is that the suspension is on the stiffer side, which means because of the stiffer suspension, ride quality isn't that great. For a small car it's acceptable, but overall the ride quality isn't as great as I would have expected it to be. And although the ground clearance is massive, which means that you don't have to worry on bad roads at all, the handling is quite poor because the steering doesn't have any feel whatsoever. There is no feel in the center. It doesn't weigh up at higher speeds, but it's very light and easy to twirl at lower speeds, which makes it a very easy car to drive in the city. Definitely very nice to park, very easy to park. But you know what, I can see another Datsun there, which means we are squatting. But you know, look at the steering, it's supremely light, and I'm not even kidding. Look at this. Okay, it looks like I'm, you know, making roti, but you know, it's that freaking light. But there's a lot of body roll. It's a tall car, and because of the tallness or the height, it's not really the last word in terms of comfort or even handling feel. The other issue is that the brakes aren't strong at all, because when you get hard onto the brakes, well, it is going to lock up the wheel. And how? And look at her, what are you doing? Are you like manual braking or something of that sort?
What to do?
Yeah, brakes are not that great, although Datsun actually claims that this has the best brakes in its class. I think I cannot agree on that front, because I think the Alto has slightly better brakes somehow, and I don't understand why Datsun has actually made this car slightly cheaper than the Renault Kwid, which already is a cheap car, because certain things in the Kwid just feel outright better. Even the engine in the Kwid somehow feels better in terms of refinement and handling, and overall I would say that the redi-GO has a lot of potential. If Datsun actually works on improving it, it can do real wonders in the market. The AMT costs only rupees 30,000 more on road, which begs the question, why would you buy a manual in the first place? So the on road price of this particular car happens to be 4,70,000, and the base variant of the 800cc actually costs 3.2 lakhs, and all these prices are on road Mumbai. And here we go. Yeah, wheel spin on upshift, 40 kilometers per hour in first, 70 in second, and yes, as you keep shifting the gears, the engine starts running out of breath. Overall, I would say performance is quite good. Problem is that crosswinds really affect this car, so it doesn't track straight on a windy road. It keeps going right, left, and center, and I'm not even trying to do that intentionally, but you know, you have to keep giving steering inputs. That's one small error here in this car. But I cannot deny the fact that this does offer great amount of practicality in a small package. It doesn't look cheap like most small cars do.
What the hell is this?
Yeah, only thing is you can't corner hard because there's a lot of body roll on offer. And when I was talking about poor brakes, I was not even kidding. The brakes are like really bad. Check this out. Yeah. And right now I did not even apply hard brakes, because if I did, then the wheels would definitely spin a lot because ABS is not on offer. Now the automatic obviously gets the option of Bluetooth, the manual does not. Why? I don't know. Probably people who drive a manual do not deserve Bluetooth connectivity. And overall, I would say that this car does appeal to those who want something different, something quirky, and not a Maruti Alto, because obviously this is extremely different as well. Now there's certain things which are really nice in this car. For instance, if you want to take a U-turn, the turning radius is really very low, which means you can turn like that. All good, all fine. So I mean, that's a brilliant turning radius. And first time I've clubbed 2 vlogs, not first time, I did with the Verna as well, but I'll just show you around quickly. So this is the car from the inside. Everything is the same as the automatic, but you can do connectivity here. These are the papers which you have to sign if the car is not registered, like is the case right now. This car is not registered. Let me show you from the side. Everything is the same, nothing to differentiate it other than the fact that it gets a 1.0 badging here. That's about it, my friends. That's about it. That's how you differentiate it from the 800cc cousin, and you can't even come to know whether it's a manual or an automatic unless and until you see it from the outside. So as you can see, this is the Datsun redi-GO, and this vlog is over. Liked it, thumbs up do. Nahi pasand hai to bhi thumbs up do. Bye bye.